Alright, so here we are on the Homelite XL automatic. Probably about hour and a half, 2 hours later. Tore it all down. Tore down to the piston and everything. I never worked on one of these before, just kind of a matter of figuring out where everything is and tearing it all apart. This thing is filthy. I mean, you can see all that in there. It's just filthy, caked. You can see the starter housing. It's just caked with sawdust. Tore it all down. Didn't find anything really wrong with it. The only thing I found was on the piston. Spark plug broke off. Get a new plug for it. Coil has seen better days. It's I don't know if it works or not. I did not test for spark. I just wanted to pull it out, clean it up, and then we'll go back in and look at everything. Piston looks good. We don't have any scoring on it at all. There's one little mark right there. That's not more scoring than, I don't know what that is, but it's not scored. I mean, it's just smooth. It doesn't feel like anything right there. I'll clean the top of the piston, all the carbon. Cylinder, need to clean all the exhaust there. You can see a bunch of carbon and everything, crud. Inside looks good, if you can see in there. That looks pretty doggone good. It's not all scored up, the jug's not scored up or anything. Everything looks pretty good. I'll clean it all up really well. Just clean everything, parts clean. I'm going to have a couple days of parts cleaning here. And I'm not going to pull the crank out in order to get in order to take it off, I have to take the actual clutch off, and I don't have the clutch tool for it. Just a side note, the 372 clutch tools, 390, 365, all those, they're the three-prong clutch tool like this. They are very close. If you can see, it has to fit into this hole, this hole, this hole. You fit in there. It is very close to fitting, but not quite. If you had a big socket, you could grind it down, find one that just runs around the outside, grind it down, and make one. I'm not going to pull it. I'm going to leave it on. Like I said, I'll clean this all real good. I mean, it's just caked with, I can't even pull it off with sawdust. Soak the cylinder, clean all the top of the piston, make sure everything's tight, the gaskets all look good, everything, carburetor. This is the first time I've ever seen this black goo right here on the bottom. I thought it was gasket maker. It's not. This is the fuel line. The fuel line jellified. It had been in there so long. You can see it around the nipple right there. It just jellified all over it right there. Carburetor's not in too terrible bad shape. I might be able to salvage it. Like I said, coil. Hopefully the coil works, because I'm sure that's kind of an expensive item if you're going to try to get it to run. Steel oil lines here. Manual oiler on it. I did find that out. It is manual oiler, which makes it even cooler to me. This is the pistol grip and everything here. Top for where the carb goes. This is the gas tank here. This whole big thing. This is the gas tank. It'll get a good cleaning. I actually hear something in there. I'm sure that's the rest of the fuel line and everything. Fuel line goes right there. But yeah, we'll clean it all up. There's the muffler for it. Clean all it up. Paint the muffler. Clean it all up, put it back together. Test for spark. If we've got spark, we'll go into the carb. What I'll do is I'll clean everything, put it all back together, coil and everything. Test for spark before I put the carburetor back on, and then if it's got spark, then I'll go in the carb, clean the carb, everything. If we get lucky, maybe it'll run. But other than that, that's pretty well in pretty good condition. It's been run quite a bit. You can tell by everything, and but it's still, in good shape. There's the very top of it, and the cylinder, and it's not all broke pieces. But yeah, the coil, I originally thought it was just the black module like you see on all the new Stills and Huskies, and then I took the flywheel off and saw it was all this and went, oh crap. So that's quite a coil there to be on there. And flywheel's pretty good. Didn't have anything wrong with it. Muffler, like I said, now it's just cleaning everything up. It's got a spur sprocket on it, and which isn't in bad shape. You can see it's worn some here a little bit, but cool thing I found is on your newer Husqvarnas and Stills, there is a removable bearing in it, and on this there is a sleeve right here that goes down in there, and then if you can see, there's the bearing. The bearing is pressed in to the actual spur sprocket, and I'm sure you could push it out if you wanted to and replace it, but it turns smooth. I'll grease it real good and oil it, and won't mess with that. But yeah, other than that, a lot of carb cleaner, parts cleaner, and a lot of blowing of air compressor, and we'll clean it up and stick it all back together and everything like that, and hopefully maybe get it running and see. And another cool thing on it is there's the fill for the gas, and then there's a drain on it too, which is kind of cool. And then the oil tank is right there. There's the top of the oil fill, and there's a plug in it too. I was going to take it out and see, but there's all the crank for it and everything, and or that's actually the case. Technically, that's just the fuel tank and everything. This is actually the case right here. This would be the crankcase, because this is the oil tank. That's just the only reason it's still on is because it's held on by the clutch on this side. So you take it off and the case would come out, and then the crank's inside here and everything. So it's kind of a funny thing. You see where the oil line goes in right there. But no, so we'll clean it all up and everything and see, and even if it's not a runner, I'm going to get a set of dogs for it and make it look better, and maybe try to find a bar with it. But no, so that's the Homelite XL automatic. So we'll clean it and probably put it all back together and see what we find out from then and everything. So thanks for watching.